the real Tony Romo. Hey, Tony. So first, sorry, but welcome to CES.
No, people get me mixed up with Tom Brady all the time. So, no problem.
I know the feeling. So, as a professional football player and now an NFL broadcaster, you've had a chance to see the TrueView technology firsthand. So, can you tell us a little bit about your experience with it?
Well, I think the first time you ever see it, when I saw it and we used it on air, it kind of wows you. The first time you're kind of blown away because your whole life you're kind of watching this 2D version of television. And then all of a sudden you look at the screen and you're like, whoa, this is different. And you don't even know you're looking at this 3D thing that's 360 degrees. And, I told Brian earlier, I was like, who's the guy that's got that camera that's just, controlling this thing that's moving around so much? And then you kind of get into the detail of it and it's really revolutionary what they've done and pretty special.
So, okay, that's great. That's how it kind of feels. So maybe if we could play a clip we captured from one of the games this season, and I'd like you to walk us through it and just kind of tell me your thoughts about what it's like to both be on the field and see what they see out there.
Well, in this play, you're going to see Joe Flacco from the Ravens, and he's got, as you can tell, the pocket where he's looking. He's got a cornerback right there in his vision, and he's got the safety. He's got to fit this ball right in there. Don't throw this, Joe. Don't throw. Oh, touchdown. Good job, Joe. But you know what? There's not any other technology that would show you how tight this throw was and how difficult it was for Joe. This allowed you as a viewer to really go right there and be Joe Flacco, and you could be like, I can't believe he's making this throw. There's no window there. You get to appreciate the ability of that guy at that moment. At the same time, you'll be able to go back and nitpick and be like, not a good job, Joe. Throw it to the other guy.
Luckily, that was a good example there. So, what are your thoughts about how using this true VR and VR technology is going to impact the future of the game for both the fans and the broadcasters?
Well, I think the future is now with what's happening. I think what you guys are doing, you can see it. It's already there. Just the ability for you guys are compressing all this data, the terabytes and terabytes, and you're instantaneously putting it on broadcast. No one's doing that. And that's why it's just something that you can just see with your eye. Right away, you're like, whoa, I like this. You don't know why, but you're like, I like this. My brain tells me, the sensory, it's pretty special and unique. And then for me, the specialness comes from being the player, getting right in there with that Joe Flacco. You want to be the middle linebacker, you get to see him go in and make the tackle. It can zoom in as if you are a camera on the helmet of that player. And nothing else can do that without putting a camera on someone's head. And that's why I think you're going to feel like you're back playing football again for some of the people, who would have made it to the NFL, but you had that knee injury. Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have been there.
There's a lot of those at CES. There's a lot of those at CES. Trust me.
Well, I'd still be playing if I would have had
So, thanks a lot, Tony, for coming here tonight and really giving us the perspective of both the broadcaster and the player. I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you call some of the playoff games here on CBS. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
I didn't tell you about that knee surgery I had, right?